Hey, welcome back to Judicial Dollars and Cents, coming to you live from the PILMMA Super Summit in San Antonio, Texas. My guest is the son of my previous guest, Chris Blackburn of Blackburn Romey Law in Indiana.
Good job.
Welcome to the show.
Good job for pronouncing Romey correctly. Most people.
I was schooled on how to get Romey. It's Rome with an E.
That's right. It's not Romney.
Not Romney. We're not from Utah?
No.
Okay.
No relation to Mid.
So tell me about the firm and your role at the firm.
My role within the firm is one, trying to make what we do more efficient with our best practices. So, I mean, I have a caseload, me, Dad, and Chad. We all have caseloads. I got 3 other lawyers. But, 4.5 years ago, we didn't have a case management software system. We relied solely on basically Microsoft Word, a local directory, and Outlook, and it worked really, really well.
What do you have now?
We use CloudLex, and so I'd like to say it's working with your CRM. It's almost like the practice of law. You're continually making it better and more efficient, and through that, you learn a lot of things too. You learn about your people and your staff, and then you also learn that, well, ultimately our job is to help people, but we really have to establish some core values and really what we believe in. And we've got to find people that resonate with that. And so we went through some trials and tribulations when we changed from a very, I don't want to say archaic, but a very efficient way of doing things, but that didn't involve technology, to now involving technology. And it was a lot. It was.
Change is hard.
Oh, change is it is hard, and changes. There's it can be difficult, but it doesn't have to be. It's just it's not difficult. It's not hard. It's just new. So
well, but a lot of people don't like new. Right? I've always done it this way. Why do we need to change? But if you can get them over the hump, it's changed for the right reason, then they're very happy. I mean, I'm a lot older than you, probably close to your dad's age. And I remember when we walked back into the office, the receptionist would hand you a stack of messages.
Oh, yeah.
And then we got voicemail, right?
Right.
Well, I still get paralyzed when the voicemail light is on my phone. I don't like having that. So I have my phone ring through to my cell phone.
Yeah.
Just so I don't get the voicemail. Now, I still get voicemails, right? Because occasionally I'm in a meeting, I can't take the call. Then I get the voicemail, but that red light paralyzes me. I would much rather get a stack, but I'm adapting.
No, it is interesting. You talk about, I mean, the conference. PILMMA is great because this is my 3rd PILMMA. And 3 years ago, I think it was in New Orleans, and there really wasn't much talk about AI. There was a little bit. I can remember Speed AI talking, and they were kind of new and on the forefront. And then last year in Denver, I think it was, the vast majority of the discussion was AI. Well, then now today, almost, I don't think we'll go the whole weekend without having some discussions about AI. So as fast as technology is advancing, I think it's kind of like, it's not a linear curve, right? It's more like hockey stick. It's like boom, and then 6 months goes by, and then there's this another big jump. And so, for us, I love technology, and I've got a big ADD mind, kind of visionary. Like, my staff has to kind of bring me back down to earth sometimes. Like, whoa, Chris, let's put this on hold, or let's focus on this first. But when it comes to AI, excuse the cough, your fear as someone in my role is you don't want to get left behind.
Right.
Like,
you got to stay on you don't want to be the beta tester.
Yes.
You want to be right behind that.
Yeah, 100%. And it's everywhere. It's using it within your organization, figuring out how you're going to use it within your organization. But then even on the marketing side with SEO, AEO, GEO, those are things that we're talking about too, and looking at and going, well, do we show up in AI overviews? Do we show up in chat and Claude? What do we need to be doing to maximize that? So I love working with my dad because we're pretty similar. We're very different, but we're pretty similar because we are both kind of big picture guys. Act quick, think quickly. Act, think, act quickly, right? So if you make a decision, well, we don't spend a lot of time looking back on, was it the right or wrong one? Well, I mean, we'll make the decision, move on. And if it's the right one, great. If we messed up, well, it's curable. We'll fix it. So it's a lot of fun. And he's great in the sense that with the lawyers in our firm, he lets us operate and handle our clients how we need to. So there's no constraints on, well, we're not going to let you spend money on this. We're not going to hire that expert. It's do what you need to do to help the client get across the finish line. 100%.
He seems very open to technological advances. He's going to let you run it.
100%.
But I love the fact that he's not controlling it, saying, no, you got to make, I'm the pinch point here. I'm the decision maker. He's saying, okay, he's training and trusting.
Yes.
People will do the right thing. He's going to oversee it. But I think that's going to help you guys evolve and grow.
Oh, 100%. So like we have our roles, and I'm a big believer in, putting the right people in the right spots. So like Nick Saban talks about getting the right people on the bus. And then
you got that from Jim Collins.
Did he?
I agree.
Jim Collins, the author. Yep. Yes, pretty great. I'm actually reading that book right now.
It's a great book.
I'm probably a quarter of the way through, but it makes sense. It's like you got to get the right people on the bus, and they know their roles and responsibility. And we're, as a firm right now, actually going through this. It is challenging. I've tasked my HR manager, and she's more of an HR admin. She does both, but to come up with, all right, each of our roles in our firm, I want that in writing, and then underneath, I want their responsibilities. And she's working hand in hand with a team lead who's been with us for 20 years. And it would be very easy for me to just delegate, but I've had to step back and say, all right, I trust you. And so now we're at a pivotal point because it's like cherry picking, low hanging fruit. The easy ones were easy,
right?
But our system, we work in teams when we get to litigation. So you've got attorney, paralegal, legal assistant. And what we kind of found is my dad and his former partner with that autonomy, what you kind of got was a little bit of this team does it this way. This team does it this way. And so when you get to the technology aspect, if you're looking to create systems and processes and workflows, if paralegal is doing it on this side, this team, but then legal assistants doing it on this side, when you want to develop and deploy these things for efficiency, you can't do it. So we're in the process of having all of our post-suit come together. And another book, another great mind, Patrick Lencioni, I love his books. He's got one book's called the 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, okay? And so you're talking about different attributes. So you have this team, all a post-suit. You've got Ashley, the team lead, and Bonnie, the HR. And Ashley's job is to basically get an agreement on division of duties. So we all know our role. I'm a legal assistant, I'm a paralegal. But what are our responsibilities? And so our firm right now has some inconsistency in that. And there's been a couple meetings, and yeah, they've been heated, right? Like I haven't been in them. I've heard about it. And my role is, Bonnie, you moderate. Ashley, you figure out the processes. And then the rest of you got to work together as a team, which means you've got to be vulnerable. You also have to put your own needs aside and say, hey, what's the bigger picture here? So yes, the big picture is I want to help my client. And so what does that mean? Well, if I do it this way, you know what? I will take one for the team. I don't like doing it this way, but I will put that to the side because I believe in the bigger goal. I think they're, I would hope 75, 80%. Will they be able to get to 100% without me? I'm not sure, but we're going to find out. Like if I need to come in and be the tiebreaker, then that's my execution. So we're going to find out.
A firm way of doing things, and there could be some exceptions, but once you get to 98% of everything is done in the same way that the firm thinks is best practice, and it's easier to plug the things together, to work together, and get things efficiently going through the office. And I think the other thing that's important in that culture, when meshing all this out and deciding what the best practice is, is that people feel open to saying the last 10% of the truth. They don't hold back, because if I don't say everything and I don't get my way, then I'm going to politic at the water cooler about how I never did agree with this.
100%. And that's what you hope, right? So in his book, he talks about those things, and it takes, he calls it trust. So you have to have trust to be able to say to the group, that last 10%, to say those things and out there so that you can have the exchange, heated or not, but you can have it, because ultimately if you don't, the people that don't say anything, they're either going to go to the water cooler, like you say, begrudgingly, or they're just not going to do what ultimately the group decides to do. They're not going to conform.
And at the end of the day, that person, if Stephen and Collins would say, it's the wrong person, the wrong seat in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
And a long time as they've been there, sometimes you just got to fucking it.
Yeah, that's hard. It's a tough pill to swallow,
especially in a small firm.
Oh yeah, and a lot of our staff we've got staff that have been there 26 years. A lot of people in the 20 plus year mark, 2 lawyers, 20 plus years. So excuse me, I'm fighting a cold, but I could go through each of them and probably be within 3 years of how long they've been there. So what you hope and pray is they just believe in the end goal, and they say, all right, this sucks, but I'm going to do it because I'm going to be a team player.
And eventually you start to think, okay, that was the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to think my partners know that I call myself an oracle of Market Street. We have our office in Market Street in St. Louis. And I'm not always right.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it all the time. And at the end of the day, you come to an agreement, and then I'm all in. I'm like, okay, it wasn't my idea, but I'm gonna fight through the wall to make sure this works.
Yeah, that's funny, because we have 2 team leads, Ashley and Lisa, and both of them have been with us 20 years in case management positions, but now their hands are in many pots, and they're helping me build these best practices. And I mean, their hands are in many pots. But we're very close too, because I've known him for 20 years, and before I was a lawyer, I'd come into the office, see Dad, see Lisa. Ashley was my first case manager, so we've worked together for 15 plus years. But those 2 are great because of our unique friendship, but also professional friendship, where if I'm wrong, they're going to let me know. I mean, they will call me out. And I'm like you, where it is a tough pill to swallow for me anyway, because I feel like the things I'm thinking about or acting are right. And then when they say probably not, it might take me some time, but I'll come back around and be like, I'm gonna follow my sword here, guys. I was wrong. And they're like, well, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Say it louder. That's right. Say that again, Chris.
Hey, this has been a great conversation. And
yes.
Before we wrap up, I want to ask you a question about Indianapolis.
Yep.
That steakhouse, and then I'll tell you my story about.
Okay.
If you say the one I think you're going to say, you probably is a touristy place, but
in my opinion, what is the best steakhouse in Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Hands down, it's St. Elmo's.
Okay, so I was a virgin at St. Elmo's and went with 3 other guys who said, "Oh my God, you gotta get the filet, you gotta get an old fashioned. I don't want to drink brown liquor, but I got it. And you got to get the shrimp cocktail.
You got to."
So it comes out, and I love shrimp cocktail. I can order it wherever I am. It comes out labyrinth, the St. Elmo's horseradish sauce. And they're not taking a bite. Well, I'm going to take a bite. I take a bite. It's got so much horseradish on it. I'm like, whoo! My sinuses opened up, and they were just laughing about sauce.
The best thing about St. Elmo's is when you go there with new people, virgins, you can play it up however you want. I have an old college roommate, and his name was Caleb. He was the type of guy. He was electric. He could still alive of it. You could talk to anybody, and he's hilarious. So we go to St. Elmo's. I think we were going to a Pacers game with my family, and we all knew what to do. So we just played it up, and we were telling they have the best shrimp cocktail in the world. You got to just get a big glob of it. So Sure, he does. Gets this big, huge glob, puts it in, and he is literally sweating and crying at the same time. And he's got red hair, so he's like a little bit wider. His face is beet red. I mean, it's so fun. But it is. It's the best.
It was a great meal, great experience.
Yes.
I can't wait to go back next time.
100%.
Although when I go back to Indianapolis, I'm encouraging this group. We go there once a year. I want to go to French Lick and see the hometown of.
Yeah, I haven't been there, but there's the French Lick Resort, which is
that's what I keep telling
apparently
myself. We can
beautiful.
stay there, you know,
I'm all for it. Let me know. I'll show up. I think there might be some gambling down there.
love a good casino. Thank you so much for
You're
joining
welcome.
us.
Thank you.
How can folks get a hold of you or your firm?
www.blackburnromey.com. Our toll-free number is 866-444-1112.
Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on this episode of Judicial Dollars and Cents. Until next time.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on Judicial Dollars and Cents, presented by Anders Virtual CFO Services. If you found value in today's conversation, be sure to follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcast. To learn more about how Anders helps law firms strengthen their financial foundations and drive growth, visit anderscpa.com. Until next time, keep making smart decisions that make perfect sense.